Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. He'll bring it out. It's Sanchez. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He uncorks one deep. He's got it down the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rousseau. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Aggies will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Sherrill. Swings it out to the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're throwing the swing pass to the back, just trying to get him the ball in space to see if he can make people miss. That time, though, the defense, nice job with the tackle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football. And
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Dropping back, it's Sherrill. It's complete to the left. Hits the afterburn. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Back to pass. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, what do? You set up 4th and long, you're going to get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to keep it in the air. Caught behind the line. It's high. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. They'll give it to the back. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers that will lead the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, going to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Memphis is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 10 over USF. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw at Sherrill. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. They're working that left side. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. He's got the back in the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They just keep firing. Working that left side now. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's high. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Texas A&M going quickly. Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sherrill. Unloads it left. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Soft spot in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, and time is running short. On the run, deep down the right side. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Irvin. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped. They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Here come the Irish back on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Notre Dame right back to the line. Looking downfield at Sherrill. Quick completion on the out. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Caught in the backfield. It's Hope. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The quick out. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grab behind the line, it's Hope. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sherrill. He's got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? We just saw the big 3rd down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a one-on-one opportunity for him to use his size advantage.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
keeps it on the draw. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
They'll go to the air. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Irvin. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Rousseau. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fires to the tight end. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Irvin.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware. But you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. This third down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. The toss to the right. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Sherrill. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Touchdown, Texas A&M. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking a squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quarterback making checks. He'll start this drive firing. Zings it complete to the right. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Aggie. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They are up by 7 over South Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air. It's Sherrill. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. This time they'll go to the running game. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Fighting off the defender. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The inside handoff. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving out of the pocket. Fires to the right. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And that is how we will wrap this one up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue.